This is And with another War and Glory recap. This time it was against a Chinese clan. You can see we got the victory. It was a very close war. We think that these guys were modding. I'm not so good at spotting modding myself, given that none of us do it, so I don't know that we're necessarily experts on how to spot if another clan is modding, but they had some weird scout attacks, and then the very next hit would be, you know, a 3-star. So it seemed like a modding clan, but either way they still struggled. I don't know if that's due to lack of practice or dedication to the modding on their part, but either way, enough about that. We had a pretty solid war. We ended up missing a few. You see we've got one of the 10s that didn't get 2-starred. We actually had a Town Hall 10 advantage over these guys. They had 5 Town Hall 10s, we had 6, so that was very helpful and very influential in our victory. And we also have a couple, maybe 2 or 3, I don't remember exactly in this war, 2 or 3 9.5. So that was how we were able to overcome them modding. So anyway, it was a pretty fun war, and I want to give a huge shout out to our Town Hall 10s, who really are the ones who stepped up and brought this victory home for us. So on that note, I'm going to show a couple of Town Hall 10 attacks, and this first one is by ClubberLang on their number 1. And as you can see, this guy is 100% maxed. He's got all max walls, max heroes, max defenses, max everything. Doesn't scare Clever though. He's also got max offense, so he comes in here with 8 Quakes, and he's looking to punch in and take out that Town Hall 10. Obviously, going for the 2-star attack here. You know, that's where we're at in the game right now. On a max base like this, if you're not modding, you're essentially going for a 2-star, and ClubberLang brings really solid 2-star attacks on these top Town Hall 10. So I'm not sure, you know, I'm not an expert on Town Hall 10 attacks, so you just have to bear with me, but basically the idea is he wants to kill the defenses on the outside. That way everything will start to move in towards the inside after they kill the defenses on the outside. So they're going to move in from up here and then push in towards the core, and the same thing over here. They're going to finish off these defenses and then push in towards the core. Same with his heroes. They're going to get in on that Town Hall, pick that up, and then obviously, you know, besides that, it's just going to be about percentage and making sure that he gets enough percentage for the 50%. So everything's going in this core. The defensive queen's doing a lot of work here. Clubber's king locked on but couldn't quite take her out. A few wizards are here stepping up, and I think they finally finish her off. There she goes. And then everything, you know, takes out the last little bit of the Town Hall, and you can see he just picked up the 2-star, got the 50%, and got the Town Hall with the same stroke there, it looked like. So at this point, you know, the attack's pretty much over. He's picking up a few extra little percentages that he can, and kind of just hanging out a little bit, but picked up the 2-star on their maxed Town Hall 10. Really impressive stuff. So the next one that we're going to look at is by ClubberLang again. Like I said, he's always stepping up, and I feel like he deserves some recognition here. 2 completely maxed Town Hall 10s. So the first one was 100% maxed. This one is 100% maxed. Heroes, walls, everything. Brings a different attack here. So before it was 8 Quakes. This time he's got 4 jump spells. So it's a similar idea, but the layout is obviously different. So he tailors his attack to that. But the idea is pretty similar. He's drops these golems on the outside first. You can see he drops these guys and these guys up here as well first. Wants to take out these defenses. That way his center golems, and that's where he's going to drop his heroes as well. They're not going to stray to these defenses. And that's how these bases are normally set up, to pull your defenses to the side. That way they never make it to the core. But with this attack that he does, you know, they always get to the core, and he drops his heroes in there behind the golems in the center. And once again, it's just all going to be about this percentage, and then making sure that his heroes funnel in correctly onto this Town Hall and take that out as well. You can see this is definitely an anti-2-star base. It's not some, you know, anti-3 that picks up the 2 easily. It's, you know, he's even got walls right around his Town Hall. So you can't get that with P.E.K.K.A.s as easily, or with you know, your king as easily. You got to get your queen to funnel properly, which obviously, as anybody knows that uses her a lot, can be difficult sometimes. But Clever did it perfectly there. Picks up the 2-star. Anything else right now is gravy. He's got plenty of troops left on the sides that he's going to drop to pick up some extra percentage. I think he gets up into 60-something%. But the deed's already done. Really great attack, Clever. thanks for always being so solid on our top end. Alright, the next one we're going to look at, and we had a lot of their Town Hall, top Town Hall 9s get 3-starred by our 10s and 9.5s. So, you know, once again, huge shout out to them. They're the people that won the war for us. So I want to make sure I show, you know, the people that won the war their attacks. So you can see this is a 9.5. He's got 23, 21 heroes. This is a great one. He just went up to 10 recently. Hasn't dropped any infernos of his own, but is starting to get towards max offense, but obviously not quite there. You can see a few of his troops still are not maxed. But he's basically bringing a pretty normal Town Hall 9 style attack here, except for he used those Quakes. Since he has the extra spell space, it's a really efficient thing for him to do. He can open up this whole compartment a lot easier and a lot better. That way his troops are definitely going to go exactly where he wants them to. And then he's still got the 3 hounds. He's got extra loons too, being the Town Hall 10 with the extra camp space. So just a really powerful Town Hall 9 style of attack, and that's exactly how you want to, you know, overpower bases like this. A lot of Town Hall 10s think they want to come in and go white, but if you have these high level walls, a lot of times those can fail. But you know, if you bring a solid attack like this, execute it properly, then you're not going to fail. So really awesome job. You see he got 2 ADs. Now it's all about the LaLoon part. He's got his loons coming in. He's got his hounds. He wants those hounds to pop, so just kind of dropping this one down here. It's going to target right onto this AD. Last few loons on these last few defenses over here, and everything's going to kind of converge, and that last AD is going to go down as one of the last things. Then it's going to be all about cleanup. He's obviously got 1 hound that isn't even going to come close to popping, but you can see most of his pups have lived up in this top section, so cleanup's going to be a breeze. Definitely going to get it. Got these loons on these high HP storages down here. Really solid attack, man. I know it's not always fun to see, you know, Town Hall 10s beat up on 9s, but this is a basically completely maxed out Town Hall 9. Just a few walls left. I think maybe a couple hero levels. I didn't pay attention, but you know, that's how it goes a lot of times in these tough wars. We got to have our 10s and our 9.5s come down and help us, and we're trying to do better all the time. But you know, it's all about getting the victory, and this is what got us the victory this time. So nice job, great one. All right. We are going to move down into a little Town Hall 9 action. This first one is by CR2 on their number 12. So this is a Queen Walk with a you know, a shattered GoHo as well. So drops his queen in. He had 3 healers, I believe. So looking to push that queen north. He's got this wizard on that elixir drill there, elixir collector, and he's looking to push her north and eliminate some of this point defense and also some potential giant bomb spots there. So and then I think up top here he's going to drop in his golems and kill squad once the queen meets up with them and push in towards the core here. But I'm just going to fast forward because queen walks can take a little bit of time sometimes. There he goes in with 1 golem, creating his funnel with a couple minions on that top side there as well. Wall breakers to open it up. Golems start to go in. After the golems get in ahead of everything, he's going to drop the king. Really nice jump spell there. That's 7 spaces, which can be a little bit tricky sometimes, but if you drop it perfectly, then it's obviously definitely accomplishable. See how late he was on that king? That way both of these expos start to get tanked before the king gets there. He doesn't take as much damage. Locks right onto that queen, taking her out super quickly. This queen's back here dealing with this lava hound, and right now he's just kind of eliminating potential double giant bomb spots with his kill squad, and they're still tanking these expos. And here he comes in with the hogs, loses some right up front to some spring traps. You can see he's sprinkling in some hogs, I think, or some giants. I think he's got 1 more giant too that he's going to use, but just being nice and patient on the hogs, not rushing them. You see the double giant bomb just popped there on his kill squad, so that's perfect. And he's just going to continue moving around this base. Drops another giant over here that's tanking for 2 point defenses and 1 splash. More hogs filtering in. That's the last of his hogs. So he just got this 1 last heal that he's going to place, and then you know, it's going to be all about whether his hogs have enough power to get through it. And you can see he's got tons of hogs left, hasn't hardly lost any yet this raid. They're all grouped up under this heal, and his both heroes are still alive as tanks. or this king is tanking for the Expo. It goes down. Queen steps up, triggers that last giant bomb set, and there is essentially nothing left that can target his hogs. He's got a few Golemites left, both heroes left alive. Just completely demolish this base. Really well planned attack. Really good job. Nice job, CR2. Still got that poison at the end too. Next time try to swag that, get a few extra points there. That's the only critique I have on that attack. Alright, we're going to look at one more, and this is by Tyebar on their number 17. And I wanted to show this because this is a max attack, which has obviously been getting like a lot of attention lately. And I wanted to show War and Glory doing this attack, which we have been doing a few of them. Some of them successful, some of them not as successful. It's not quite as OP as the original video made it seem, in my opinion. But Tyebar is putting it to great work here. You see that perfect earthquake there? It opened up this whole section. I mean, look at the size of this section and look what's in it. He's just going to have these two lower level ADs left on the outside. He's going to get this center one obviously, and already took out one here, so there's a good side to come from because of the lower level ADs over here. He gets both sweepers with this as well, so you can see how patient he's going to be. Look at what's happening. His queen dies over here. He does not take out the Lava Hound. This Lava Hound's beating on his king right now, I believe, and it seems like this is kind of petering out, but he doesn't drop the hounds. He's still nice and patient, knowing that they're going to step up and do this job. They come over here, start beating on this AD. It's going to take a little while. This hound obviously isn't going to cause him any problem, but just waits on it. You know, cleanup's going to be easy as long as his hounds pop. He's going to have all those pups, but just perfect patience right there. I really like that he waited that long. You can see he's got this maxed hound, so drops it coming in from this far side, wants to soak up as many traps as possible. You want that thing to pop. Drops a second hound here. You can see he's got no spells right now. You know, it's all about placing his hounds perfectly and placing his loons perfectly. So comes in, they all kind of group up here. Right as that first hound dies, the loons get to it, take out that AD. It moves on to the second AD here, and he drops, I think he had like 6 loons still for this back end. Drops another hound. I guess he had a third hound, so I think this last one's going to pop, but the final one is not. So everything kind of converges. You see it happens a little bit slowly here at the end, but with all these pups already working on cleanup, this enemy Lava Hound obviously isn't going to do anything. It can't do any damage hardly at this point. Drops a Goblin for some cleanup and just completely wrecked this base. So that's exactly the kind of base that you want to do the max attack on, and that's exactly the kind of attack that you want to do. Nice and patient, perfect on his spells, perfect on his patience, and the loon placement and everything at the end. So awesome attack, Tyebar. Alright, that is it for this one, guys. Like I said, it was a tough match for us. We didn't bring as great attacks as we should have. The enemy brought a lot of great attacks, I believe, because they were modding. But be that as it may, we need to keep stepping up our game. Thanks to our Town Hall 10s and 9.5s for carrying us through this one. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.